Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to the final part of Sonic Adventure 2. And it's time for Amy to be slightly more useful.
Hey, Amy, maybe they won't leave you behind if you weren't, getting captured by Eggman.
I swear it looks like Amy's on the verge of, tumbling over every step she takes.
Yeah, and it also looks like her dress is clipping through her body.
It probably is.
I believe the crisscross feet are supposed to be, it's like an anime thing of a girl.
Yeah, but it looks fucking stupid. Because it looks,
Yeah.
it either looks like her legs are, malfunctioning. She nees to use the bathroom, or she's just going to trip on her own leg the moment she takes a step.
Well, to be fair, you can say that about, 99% of anime tropes. It looks stupid.
I know, but...
Well, I think it's just more glaring in a 3D model.
Well, poor 3D models.
So everyone who's a dick deserves to be happy. Okay. That makes sense, right?
No, it doesn't.
And somehow that's what makes Shadow remember everything that Maria said.
Oh.
Then again, his initial idea was pretty stupid anyway. I want you to kill everybody on planet Earth.
So this is just a ridiculous case of plot-induced stupidity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they implied that Gerald Robotnik modified Shadow's memory so that he can pull off this said plan to crash the Ark into the Earth. But honestly, they could have just left it as Shadow just misinterpreted as revenge.
Yeah. So why is Shadow the Hedgehog necessary now then?
Well, okay, the whole reason this plot initiated in the first place is because Shadow wanted revenge for Maria's death, right? And so did Gerald. So Gerald programmed the Ark to crash into the Earth when all Chaos Emeralds are inserted, but obviously that's a stretch for that to work out in its favor. So he modified Shadow's memories to cause that plot to take place once he's released.
Yeah, I guess that I get that, but the thing is that why is Shadow the Hedgehog even necessary, plot-wise? What does it actually do for the entire plot?
Because after Sonic Adventure 2, and when he wakes up in Heroes, he lost his memory. And as a result, we needed a whole game dedicated to that, instead of Rouge just saying, "Hey Shadow, you're not a robot. Okay, cool." And that's it.
Yeah, but there's one thing wrong with that, right? We learn everything we need to ever know in this game. Why would we need to know anymore?
And that's why it's even stupider.
Remember, they wanted to kill off Shadow in this game and call it a day, but then fans demanded that he come back. So,
but like I said, Rouge could have easily just said, "Hey Shadow, you're not a robot," and he could have just said, "Oh, okay," and that's it. The game didn't need to happen.
If they ever rebooted Sonic the Hedgehog, I'd just like Shadow to be just some regular guy in gun or something, and have none of this crazy backstory.
Well, that's what Sonic 06 was attempting to do.
But they didn't do it so successfully, did they?
No, they didn't.
Okay, so now it's time for the final boss before the final boss.
The second to final boss.
Bio-Lizard.
Bio-Lizard.
And Jerome is so scared he paused the game.
To be honest, this boss isn't really that bad. It just takes a while.
It's also really derpy looking.
Yeah, how the hell do you go from a gigantic lizard to Shadow?
How do you go from a desktop to a laptop?
Well, no, that's understandable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of question is that?
because science. That's why.
No, but those both a desktop and a laptop are machines, and they have similar parts. But a lizard and a hedgehog
are nothing close to each other.
Yeah, a dinosaur to an anthropomorphic hedgehog. What?
I don't know. Biotechnology plus insert alien here. Again, you guys are reading too hard into this.
No, I think you're not reading hard enough.
Anyway, this boss still drags for a while because you got to do this. Basically, you got to run away from him for a while. He gets tired. He tries to regenerate, and then you attack his weak point. Lather, rinse, repeat. He only does something a bit different, after 2 hits.
Wait, I don't think I've asked this, but can you skip cutscenes?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay, good. because on a repeat playthrough, I don't want to watch this shit again.
I don't think you don't need to.
You don't really need to.
You know, I'm honestly
just
surprised there's never been a mod for the Steam version of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 to fix the lip syncing. But then again, that's probably
anyone wants to do
I was gonna say that's probably more trouble than it's worth.
Also, don't fall in the
people are too busy
with
like not safe for work mods for Skyrim.
Don't fall into the brown shit.
You mean like you just did?
Yeah, because it could potentially carry you right off, and somehow that one-shots you. I don't know.
By the way, I gotta say, the angle that they usually give to you when you're running away from the Biolizard is really not the best.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because it focuses on the lizard, but the problem is that when you're running, you can't see what you're running into.
Just be careful. Sorry, I'm not attempting to attack weak point while without any range, because those things can easily just...
fuck you over.
Yeah, like that.
Wow, yeah. Lots of QA testing for this game.
Well, to be fair, that also happens in Sonic Adventure. Not Sonic Adventure 1. It also happens in Heroes and I believe Shadow as well.
And
again, lots of QA testing done. For,
it does happen in Sonic Adventure 1.
This era of Sonic games. You can see they put a lot of quality in getting rid of these bugs.
Hey, well, Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure 1 are fun.
For Heroes, anyways.
No, the thing is though, the gameplay isn't too bad. Like depending, to an extent, but it's just the story itself. It's
well, yeah, but granted,
it just wasn't well thought out. That's just the only problem.
Yeah, but granted, are you really playing judging a Sonic game for its story at the end of the day? It's real, like, would
exactly.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta go pretty low to do that.
I mean, the way how the plot has been going at this point, you can obviously tell that it's all placeholder shit. They didn't really put much thought into why it's there in the first place. Also, I hate this last segment.
It's because because not only do you move so slow, but if you get hit, you get sent flying back ridiculously far, and like shit like that will happen.
Yeah.
And let me guess, you gotta start the entire fight all over again.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
At times I wish there was like a health bar system for like these Sonic games, but like didn't remember. Then I realized that rings for 9% are a lot easier than health.
Yeah.
Because like as long as you have one ring, you're set.
Yeah, it's just that in that last segment where the rings are not affected by the gravity, so if you get hit, they fall to the ground, and you can't defend yourself in the slightest. So
and there's no way you can get to the ground either.
Exactly. So if you get hit once, it's over. Like it ends after all that long waiting. So it's not a good feeling to die to a boss that drags.
You could say it was a dragon.
Slow clap.
No,
slow clap.
It's a lizard. It's a lizard.
That sounds like Godzilla.
And somehow it knows chaos control.
What? Well, at this point, I assume everything in their mother knows chaos control.
Now, I hate the delivery on Xiao's line there. He said, "Is that what chaos control is?"
Motherfucker, you know how to do it.
You're the first one in the entire franchise who used it.
Yeah, exactly.
I could tell that was just from localization that they fucked up the script from there, because honestly he could have just simply said that was chaos control and call it a day, but he had to question it. It just
For all these translating job, it seems that like the Mega Man 8 translators found a new job after that game.
Also, I like that expression on Knuckles' face, like, well, what are we doing now?
Dr. Wowie?
Now, I will admit, I do think this scene is pretty awesome.
This scene is badass. Except for their arms, the way how they're
jerk, 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 jerk.
Yeah, I can't believe no one noticed that.
I'm sure plenty of people saw, they just didn't say anything.
But I did.
We did.
Like, I can't
and now it can't be unseen.
Like, on the actual dev team noticed that, then. Like,
I mean, I've always tried to figure out ways what made that scene look better. But anyway, it's time for one of my most hated final 3D final boss in Sonic history. Because seriously, the collision detection in this fucking boss is so shoddy.
So is there a reason you restarted?
I wasn't feeling it.
By the way, I know if you take a close look, you can notice it's the
and you can see what I mean about shoddy collision detection.
Yeah, what the fuck? You hit it
twice.
You hit it twice, 3 times. Can we go for 4? Okay, you hit it this time.
Well, the funny thing is, it was like right in sync when like the music guy said yeah or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, as I was saying before, if you take a close look, you can actually notice the Biolizard is missing some appendages. Like its left arm is gone for some reason.
Like, what does Shadow do to that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, sometimes when you're boosting in this level, I can't tell if you're actually moving forward or not. It feels like you're not moving.
Honestly, I'm trying to go on an angle that I don't get hit by the laser or those red projectile things. So it's
there's no.
My problem is though is that if you miss the target, you can get knocked right into the laser and it can knock even further like that.
So I assume it's using like the classic Sonic style like squidming where you lose rings every second.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
And then
if you're running low, you can go to the other side of the Biolizard and you can switch to Shadow, so that you can keep the fight going. Because obviously right now you die, so.
So,
Shadow, you want to use that? You want to use that Chaos Spear sometime?
Yeah, exactly.
You wanna, stop time with Chaos Control.
Or better yet, use Chaos Control.
Wait, no, Chaos Control didn't stop time here right now, right?
Well, or better yet, use Chaos Control. Teleport.
I don't think it necessarily stops time.
It just slows down time.
It either slows down time or either just moving so fast everything seems to be moving still.
Or you know what? Better yet,
it gives you flash powers basically. Then.
Or better yet, why don't you just teleport to the swell and hit it?
Yeah,
just do that.
Teleport inside into the brain and then just blow that up.
And this is when the Biolizard decide to throw everything at you to stop you, which, granted, yes, it works, but it's goddamn infuriating.
This is starting to look like a mecha game now.
So you know what? Fuck it. Just go to the other side. Shadow.
Toho's got some competition.
Shadow, use Chaos Spear. Please.
Nah.
God damn it, Shadow. For fuck's sakes.
So depending on how quickly you... What the fuck?
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But just a question. Depending on how fast you switch back to the other character, does that determine how many rings they have?
Yes, you do get less rings if you go to them earlier.
Okay.
A little extra tidbit. If you do take a while to... Obviously, you are on a timer. If you take too long to beat the Biolizard, then you do lose the fight.
Yeah, I can notice the screen having more of a red tint the longer it takes you to kill it.
Also, if you keep the dialogue going long enough, if you do have the dialogue going on, then you do get some tidbits
did the
like where...
just like teleport?
Yes, it did.
So the thing is, if you do take a while to fight the Biolizard, 2 things happen. Shadow starts getting tired, and Sonic starts demanding that he goes back to the Ark so that he can not die. And Eggman does Eggman, I think, it tells Shadow that he's the real ultimate life form.
You know, nothing's stopping the Ark from still falling while they're posing.
Yeah.
you just see this meteorite just fall right past them.
So I have one question about this, right? I hate how the Ark became like another plot MacGuffin for Shadow the Hedgehog.
I mean, I don't really care. I don't really care either way. I mean, it doesn't serve much significance besides just getting rid of the Black Comet. That's really it.
That's the whole reason why it's
blowing
here.
up the Earth.
So
Bye, Shadow. See you next game.
Time for Obama Sonic. This was the. You have to admit that you know that was the moment, right? The Photoshop moment.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I do like this scene.
Wait a minute, that wouldn't. Wait, what? Just because you
Like,
teleported.
I do like.
Wait, just because you teleported the thing doesn't mean that it's like forward momentum stops.
Well, okay. Basically, the whole plan is that the reason why it fell in the first place is because it was knocked out of orbit. Like, I'm guessing it's on the same orbit as the moon, but since the Chaos Emeralds somehow shifted it, it got pulled by the Earth's gravitational pull.
By the way,
I don't think that's how orbits work.
It probably doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work, but fiction.
Beyond Good and Evil, we're not doing that.
Ubisoft hasn't released that yet.
You really want Beyond Good and Evil 2, don't you, Ramon? You know it's not happening.
Yes, I know, but you can dream.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
And this musical piece, I honestly really do like.
Yeah, I will say it is a nice piece.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of
I do hate this part though. The way how Eggman and Tails exchange here. And actually, the funny part is they omitted an alternate scene, which was much better than this, where Eggman just leaves and he declares that the next time that they meet, then he's gonna win. And this one, it's Tails just says, "Well, we all work together," and Eggman's like, "Huh, you're right."
You're right, but you know what? Next week I'm gonna be back to being a villain.
Hey,
yeah, I'm still an asshole.
Hey, Tails, you're right. By the way, what rhymes with gun? What? Bang.
Anyway, I've got something better than jewels that I'm thinking about right now. It'll all work out. You'll see.
If you say so.
By the way, you still owe me $5.
Yeah.
It's none of your business. Now you're gonna buy me that. You're gonna buy me that chili dog or not?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just I'm being stalked by a creepy stalker right now.
I gotta say, the way he delivers that Sayonara Shadow the Hedgehog thing, it
Yeah,
sounds so awkward. It sounds so awkward.
To me, I think
It sounds like a
if you-
different
to me, it
voice
feels
actor
like-
that said that.
that's the thing though. I was about to bring that up. The way how he delivered that line, it felt as though they legit just didn't even bother to put an English interpretation of it. They just took the Japanese voice clip and pasted.
They probably did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Japanese
surprised.
English.
Because that felt so out of place for Sonic's voice.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So that was a Sonic Adventure 2.
What a rush.
Yeah. What an adventure.
Gameplay is 30% good.
Okay, 30%.
Plot
Okay,
is
30% is kind of
plot.
undermining it. 45.
45% good, 20% okay.
Maybe.
And then 25% bad.
You mean 35?
No, yeah, 35,
Oh,
35.
my-
yeah.
I was gonna
my-
say.
Okay,
65 plus 25 is 90.
No, 45 plus 25 is 70. And then wait.
Okay,
Let's stop. Let's stop.
For me, it's 70% good, 30% meh. I can't say the gameplay's terrible because it's not like it's glitched up the ass or anything. It's just, to an extent.
Well, okay,
keep
all Sonic
correcting
games are
myself on that
glitchy, but the difference is, depending on the Sonic game, the glitches can make or break the game. In this case, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't break the game. It's just it's clunky. Like some of the gameplay style, the mech shooting, it's clunky, very clunky compared to the other two gameplay styles, and for that I don't really appreciate it that much. The emerald hunting is pretty much Sonic Adventure 1's version except nerfed, so it just makes it worse. And then there's just the regular Sonic stages, which is good. So that's pretty much it.
I guess Sonic Team just has to live and learn. Or I'll stop with the puns.
Okay, you know what? No,
Are you really gonna start this?
to be fair, I think that one was actually kind of clever. But you're still a bitch, Ramon.
I'm just saying, like, is this gonna be a thing now?
Maybe. Oh yeah, rest easy because the next game after this is Heroes. Actually,
And prepare for hell.
that image doesn't look very flattering when you post an angry picture of Shadow there on top of the earth. In fact, it looks like he's about to do world domination.
The world is mine and mine alone.
But anyway, guys, that's the end of this. Next time we'll see you in another video. Yeah, I don't really know how to end that. So have a good night and take care.